Alright, what's up everyone, to another video of Full Speed Impulse, and today we're just going to get right at it again. We told you guys that we ended up selling that KLX 110, and that we actually ended up buying another pit bike. Well, you know what? There it is. XR 100, guys. I told you I was going to do an XR. So you know what? That's exactly what we did. And you know what? I made sure I picked up one that was a little grimy, it needed a little bit of work. So, here we go. All right, guys, this is a 1998 XR 100R, and big wheel. This bike is actually pretty sweet. It's got a great bones to it. It's not like overly beat up, but it definitely has its flaws. So we plan on taking this bike down to the frame, building it back up again, which actually isn't going to be that hard. There's not much to these bikes, but a couple of things we got. Got a hole in the exhaust there, not a big deal. We're missing a few spokes off our wheels here, which is no big deal because we plan on doing a whole rebuild and probably hopefully some new rims and all that for this thing. Make it look fresh. It does have one new piece of plastic on it. That's nice. Actually, he was nice enough. He gave us the other side too, which means we only have to get a rear fender and a front fender. And then the gas tank, I don't know what we're going to do about that. We could try painting it maybe, or trying to clean it up a little bit better and then just throwing the graphics on it. But my concern is that it's so dingy down here that we'll never be able to get it as white as this again, and it's just going to look really weird and out of place. So either we have to buy a brand new tank, or we're going to try painting it the same color as when we match the frame, which actually should look a lot closer. But I don't know yet. We got to figure that out still. And we already bought exhausts for this thing, and it has some bars on it, but they're a little low for my taste. I think we're going with the nice mica Pitbike highs on this thing. Redo the suspension. Just gonna keep the XR 100 forks on here. Just throw some heavy duty springs on it. Got our eyes on a rear shock right now, and yeah, not too shabby, guys. It's missing a nut right here, which we already ordered, and let's give you guys that fire up. All right, guys, fire up time. So it's weird. When this bike's super cold, she fires up right away. If it's a little bit warmer day, she gets fussy. So we're going to see what happens. And this is even awkward. Oh, shoot. Stand was in the way. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that. Yeah, and she doesn't like running on no show. Car's definitely gunked up on it. Alright, so yeah, she's a little smoky. But this XR 100 motor puts out more power than a stock 140. Yeah, I had to look it up multiple times. And actually, I went on to BBR also. Started reading their little, talk about the XR 100. And this is actually a pretty badass motor. And they have a stock rev limiter of 9,800 RPMs, which is really singing for these small engines, which is pretty impressive without having a rev box. And as soon as you put a rev box on it, it just says no limiter, just let her eat. So like, we need one of those bad boys, because we're just going to let this thing rev all the way up until, I don't know, something exits the motor maybe. I don't know. But it'll sound cool. I mean, overall, honestly, the bike doesn't even look bad how it is. I've even considered just leaving her a little ratty. Like, I always want to be that guy to have something that looks a little ratty. And we do have patches and all that, our Jeeps and stuff. But, like, I love making stuff look nice, too. I don't know. I mean, I partially just want to do all performance on this thing, so it looks a little gangly. But as soon as you see this thing, like, rip, you're like, dang, that thing gets it. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. But I'm probably not going to listen. I'm going to make it nice. So, came with a nice shifter, actually pretty solid shifter. And then right here Actually, what guys do is because you have the whole cover that goes across normally, and you have a bunch of mud and all that cakes up. So a lot of guys will cut this out here. That allows it to kind of self-clean a little bit better. And even like when you go to power wash the bike and all that, you can get all that gunk out of the way easier. They do sell covers that you can buy that are already done that we did for our XR70. Don't know if they did that for the 100, but either way, great mod guy if you're watching these videos that we bought it from. That's a winner. We definitely need that on our trips for sure. To mention, brand new tires on this thing too. That's definitely another win. And I tell you, as I do this video here, I just keep looking at it. It's like, you know what? I mean, we could easily just do our do our wheel build, do the motor build, you know, exhaust, and that's going to leave a nice budget for us to be able to do some stuff. But really, realistically, to make this thing look nice, the only thing that will cost us a little bit of money is going to be figuring out the tank, stock graphics, because I want to keep it OG, and then maybe a new seat cover. That's the problem. Like, this seat's actually in really good shape. It's just, yeah, it's the 100's here a little wore off. It's still got it crisp on this side though, but it's a solid seat cover. Like, how much do we change on this bike? I mean, it's kind of good. I mean, I don't know. You guys are going to have to help me out in the comments and all that, what you really want. Maybe I'll even make a poll about it if we should totally rebuild this thing or just, oh, and that's another. We need to get that BBR cradle for the bottom. They say that is a must to keep you from stressing your frame out, which we're hoping when we take the tank off and all that, we're not going to find no stress cracks. So fingers crossed on that one. All right, guys, but that is the video on our 98 XR100. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're going to love this build. I know I am, and I'm just really want to get my hands into this bike. But right now, we are ordering parts up for this thing. We're going to build up our part pile a little bit, and then we're just going to tackle the bike all at once so then it's not sitting to the side. And I just want to be able to tear it down and build it back up and put out some great video footage for you. So we actually have another XR from a buddy of ours that we're going to be rebuilding and hopefully selling for him so he could pick up a 100 too and do another build. So stay tuned because we have plenty of XR footage coming your way, and we still have some KLX footage coming your way too. So I appreciate you guys. Until next time, we'll see you later.